Hey everyone, today I want to talk about two biases that when combined creates a really bad scenario for brands. And that is survivorship bias and confirmation bias. And look, we're all guilty of both of these, but when they collide, it creates a catastrophe. So let me first define them. Survivorship bias is essentially looking at those who have survived or the folks that are at top of the game and presuming or assuming that everything that they've done to date is something that should be emulated in order to also get there. So, for instance, in the restaurant industry, if McDonald's does it, it must be good. Or if Burger King does it, it must be good. And this is a huge mistake. The other one is confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is when you look at those, for instance, see a path, and then you seek out confirmation of those pathways. So if McDonald's did it, it must be good. Therefore, their tech systems must be good. I'm going to go find all the reasons why they are, and I'm going to ignore the reasons why that might not be a good fit for us. When you combine these two, like in that scenario, you end up getting what may be considered a best-in-class tech stack, but it's best in class for that brand and potentially not yours. So it's really important to make sure you understand that you could be operating on those biases so you can better evaluate your tech partners, your marketing programs, basically everything that you're doing. So how do you avoid it? First, you avoid it by establishing a very clear understanding of what you're trying to get done, the nuances of your operations and how your brand works, as well as the details of what you can actually accomplish with your budget and your human power behind activating anything. That's from tech to marketing, advertising, everything in between. When you have those very clearly defined, you can then start to evaluate tech and other partners effectively. Because the things that McDonald's does really isn't gonna work for an emerging brand. Now, McDonald's tech stack, I think I'm very critical of because it's very clumped together. I think they have some wins. They also have some areas of improvement. But when you're looking at your own brand, the key is to answer these questions. Who's going to be able to manage this effectively? Do we have the human power to actually manage it effectively? Do we have the budget to activate it, promote it, push it, support it? What does that look like? What do we have to use as far as those resources? And of course, timelines and return on investment. Obviously, we want to be able to measure success of anything we're doing. Can we? How do we? What is a determined success metric? When you start to understand those, you can then start to evaluate your partners better, like I said, and you can start to have deeper conversations. We've seen many brands dive into tech partners that are fantastic, but they're just a bad fit because the brand isn't equipped to actually use that tech effectively. And while everyone loves a win in sales, it's not always the best fit for a tech brand to sell to a restaurant brand that isn't prepared or ready to use it effectively. You get the money today, you're going to lose it tomorrow and end up with a bit of a tarnished image as a result. So once you have those defined, you need to start to look at the data and the support that you go searching for very clearly, and don't ignore the negatives. Don't pass them off because you have already sort of mentally bought in that this is the best in class. Instead, look at it at the lens from your reality today and maybe project a little bit what's going to be happening in the near future. But the fact is, if you don't have the people or the budget or the time to effectively activate a campaign or a tech feature or a new tech partner, even if they're best in class, now is not the time. Do not let survivorship bias and confirmation bias combine to send you down a path that you're gonna regret, with a lot of wasted time and budget as a result. I'm happy to talk about this more. I love this. And I want to see all of you, our clients, and even our non-clients succeed. So please put your questions, comments in the comment section below. Let's interact. And as always, please follow us on YouTube and Spotify and do share this. It really helps a lot. Finally, if you get the itch, please rate this on Spotify as well as your other podcast providers. It helps us so much. Thanks in advance. Until next time, cheers.